Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome to Gone Rogue, a show where I help you become a kick-ass bartender because remember, drinking is no easy game. On this episode, we have hijacked the bars at Kafa Sarado Roastery right here in the heart of New Delhi. And we're gonna make you two kick-ass cocktails with coffee, which are, by the way, not espresso martinis. So come with me behind the bar and let me show you what can I make for you. Kafa Sarado is an artisanal coffee roastery which works with local Indian coffees as well as some classy coffees from overseas. So what we have today is make you a non-alcoholic drink with coffee because it's summer and you really don't want to have that hot Americano at the start of your day. And I'm going to make a twist with on an old-fashioned using two lovely equipments. So stay tuned and let me show you what I've got in store for you. Let's go. Right, so today on this episode, I'm going to teach you how to make two beautiful coffee drinks, which, by the way, are not espresso martinis. So it's summertime and you really don't want to wake up with a hot cup of Americano, but you don't have a choice. You need to get to work and you need coffee. So what I have for you today is cold brew coffee, which simply is coffee, again, steeped in cold water for at least 24 hours and then added with some ice, about 40% of the weight with ice and leftover, right? So I have my cold brew ready here, and what I'm going to do is introduce you to one beautiful equipment. Now this one's called a siphon, right? This generally looks like this. Right? This one's called a soda siphon. So what it does is basically carbonates or nitrogenates your cocktails, drinks, whatever. It's easily available on Amazon. Let us know if you need help. We can help you get one. So I've got my cold brew coffee over here and I'm just gonna strain it into my siphon. Remember, anything you use in a siphon needs to be super chill. So I've got my cold brew, which is like deadly chill and I love it already. Just gonna fill it up till the line, just like that, and get the pumps in. Lovely. Give it a nice swirl. It's nice and cold, and what I'm gonna do here is use nitrogen. Now in this style of siphon you usually use carbon dioxide, but I'm going to use a cartridge of nitrogen. In case you guys don't know, it looks like this, and all we're going to do is charge it up. Wait for the hiss. Fantastic. Look at that frost. That is the frost you want to get, right? Give it a nice shake. Make sure your coffee frothens up nicely. The liquid nitrogen dissolves into the coffee, giving it a nice creamy feel, and let it rest for a minute. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to quickly wash up my beaker and fix the next drink. So while my siphon is chilling, I'm just going to put it down and give it about a minute for the nitrogen to infuse in, and meanwhile fix my next drink. So I've got a mixing jar full of ice and start with 4 dashes of bitters. I'm using cinnamon bitters, but you can feel free to use whatever you like. Next is some regular simple syrup, again just to sweeten my drink, about 5 ml. And if you have not guessed it yet, yes, I'm making you an old-fashioned, right? So the third ingredient and the most important ingredient is a good quality bourbon whiskey. So 60 ml of that into the mixing jar. And we're going to give it a stir, about 60 revolutions or about 30 seconds. In this one, you really want it to dilute and chill more because you really need some extra quantity in this one, and the next process which we are going to do is going to make your drink silkier. So you need that extra volume in the drink. So don't be shy of giving it a nice stir. And that's looking awesome. What I'm gonna do now is introduce you to equipment number 2, which is by far my favorite coffee equipment. This one's called an AeroPress, and what it does is basically cold infuse coffee into anything. And the way this works is you get yourself a nice glass you want to serve the drink in, and you have your coffee. All you're going to do is first get your coffee in. Now in this one, I have used the Café Cerrado Brazil Pico Mirante, right? Because it says it has flavors of honey, roasted almonds and chocolate. So those are the flavors you really want in an old fashioned, right? So you've got that in. You're gonna strain your old fashioned onto your AeroPress. Just make sure that it's nice and bloomed up. Go slow, load it up completely. Perfect. And then you have the filter over here, which comes with the equipment, and a small filter paper, which is going to cover. Just like that, give it a lock and load it onto your glass. And once that is done, just want to simply press it down. So your old fashioned is infused with coffee without addition of coffee liqueur or espresso in your drink. And this is a very healthy process, guys, because it takes a lot of energy. And as you can see, it's almost done. Just going to let the tad bit of foam down. Perfect. You have the AeroPress old fashioned, as simple. A classic old fashioned, you can twist your old fashioned the way you want it and just pass it through AeroPress with the coffee of your choice, right? Oh, do you want to try some? Tastes amazing, right? You can feel the cinnamon from the old fashioned and you can feel the coffee, although it's a clear drink, as you can see, and does not have any coffee in it, but it has the flavor of coffees. And it's not as strong as an old fashioned, that's why I've not added ice cubes in it, but it's got the really punchy flavors which you really want. So now we have the old fashioned ready. I'm gonna come back to our nitro charged cold brew coffee. It's been charging for about 2-3 minutes now. Give it another nice shake and B-roll. Look at that froth. Imagine you getting this amazing, delicious, creamy drink at breakfast, right? So this is charged with nitrogen, so it's supposed to give you that nice foam which you can look at. Don't worry, it does not have any milk in it, and slowly it's going to settle up. The coffee is going to rise and you can enjoy this instead of a warm cup of coffee for breakfast in summers. Delicious. So those are two drinks which are made with coffee, but really, really simple. You can make it at home, you can batch it the way you like it. I would personally recommend having the ISA Siphon in your fridge at all times, so you know, you don't have to worry about giving it a nice top up, always. I can't stop sipping it, sorry guys. So those are two delicious drinks. Again, one super chilled, nitrogen charged, really fluffy. You will love the flavors of this. Again, as good as the coffee you buy. And on the other hand, you have this beautiful punch with an old fashioned and twisted with AeroPress, right? So those are two amazing drinks which are not espresso martinis but are made with coffee. So क्या क्लोज कैसे करूं? Thank you, Cafe Sarado, for hosting us in this amazing roastery. Do check them out on Instagram. They do some amazing coffees. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to 3 Bar Stools. Until then, booze out.